What does the game offer us? Well, first off, the level of customizability is just as impressive as what's available in Civ 4 and 5. Not only you can enable and disable any DLC at the click of a button, even if I don't understand why you'd want to do that, using mods is as simple as it can be. The game isn't content with offering solely support for Steam Workshop, as other modding platforms can be used without any worries. The same praise can be given to the generous amount of game setup options. First of all, not only we've now got 10 nations, but we are able to also choose among multiple starting leaders for each of them, with an impressive 52 options in total given to us. Nations are fairly distinct between each other due to several factors. First off, they each have a unique ability with a worthwhile difference to distinguish them from one another, and unique units about which I'll talk later. Then, they all have unique sets of 4 shrines for their religious pantheon and 4 families, each of them with distinct bonuses. The starting leaders are all inspired by real historic figures and provide a great deal of variety on their own. Not only they have attributes and traits like any other character, but some of them even come with unique abilities that no other character in the game can get. The biographies they all come up with are not just for show, as they offer clues into different gameplay opportunities they can offer. If you play as Philip of Macedon, you'll have to contend with his wife's attempts to get rid of him in favor of her son Alexander, which we know as the Great, while if you play as King Hantili of the Hatti, you can get wrecked by the guilt of murdering his brother-in-law for the crown, just as 2 random examples. It's quite nice that even from the first turn you can be made very well aware that there is a long history preceding the start of your reign, and it does wonders for the immersion. This kind of little details make you aware that you're not in charge of some random caveman when you start the game, but a group of people with an established history and traditions. Afterwards, you're met with a very detailed set of options, offering a really impressive amount of stuff you can tinker with. It goes as far as giving the option to disable entire components of the game, such as the characters or the natural disasters. In the name of player choice, I think it's a very nice effort from Mohawk. There's also a wealth of choices in terms of the AI, including the possibility of having them start with several cities on the first turn, which is an interesting take on the player handicap mechanics. Even if I never chose to use this myself, it does have the added benefit of further deepening the immersion of being part of a world that has a pre-existing history, so much so that I'm actually wondering if this was ever touched on in the development brainstorms regarding the setting. There's a sturdy selection of map scripts and personalized options for many of them. Just don't ask me about how they play, because I'm picking Seaside every single time due to how neatly it mimics Middle East's geography.